Hey all, welcome back for episode 3 of Puzzle Agent 2. Talked to Sheriff Bog last time, still not being helpful directly, but he's letting us see the files for some reason. So let's jump right into that puzzle.
With all due respect, Sheriff, these files aren't exactly comprehensive. There are no dates.
What's in the files is everything I got, Tethers.
So we're back to this puzzle. So the last two were Isaac and Daryl, which we knew from plot. Will we picked up from the professor of anthropology, the researcher. Okay. Six people overall. Know that Daryl and Isaac, the most recent. Ted wasn't first, but Haldor and Will were before him. Will wasn't first. Since Ted wasn't fourth, but two people were kidnapped before him, that means Ted must be third, Will must be second, Haldor must be first, and Barney must be fourth. Teterdottir. Sounds like a Germanic or not Germanic, a Norwegian. I don't want to say Norwegian. It sounds like a Northern European name. Chris would be mildly upset that I jumped to Norwegian first.
Aha! It spells a name? Teterdottir.
Did you say Teterdottir?
Maybe?
That's probably Melkorka Teterdottir. And she's a strange one. Keeps to herself. Nobody in town really knows her.
Is she one of the missing people?
Missing? Nah, I can't say anyone would miss her. She lives in the old Teterson house over on the west side of town, near Valda's Inn.
Then I'd better find out what she knows about all these disappearances.
Putting my furniture back in order and fix the lock on your way out, Tethers.
A nice detail. Anything else before I go? See if there's anything more to say to Bog.
What do you know about this woman, Melkorka Teterdottir?
Korka? It's like I said, she lives on the west side of town near Valda's. Any more than that, you'll have to find out from her directly.
Alright.
At least the eraser factory's up and running again. Skagen's only exports are erasers and weirdness.
Done. Loose puzzles.
Assuming Sheriff Bog wasn't sending me on another wild goose chase, I've arrived at the house of the mysterious Melkorka. I'm still not sure how she ties into the disappearances, but she's the only lead I've got. According to the sheriff's description, she sounds like a recluse, probably the town's resident gossipy spinster.
Huh.
Good evening, Agent Tethers. I see you found my note. Quickly, come inside before they see us.
I see you're a puzzle fan, Ms. Teterdottir?
I dabble. Keeps the brain sharp. And my friends call me Korka. I would hope you're a friend, Agent Tethers. Can I get you a drink? Or a crossword?
Just the facts, ma'am. Board games! And they're all for 2 players only!
Pictures.
Marry me. Oh, I mean, you should try the new strategy game, Marry Me. It's fun for the whole family. Is this the latest from Hanji Monosaki?
Rated 4 dragons, they said. Monosaki-sensei's lost his edge.
I thought it was kind of tricky. There's a puzzle here.
Okay, this is the digits of pi, so this is more a knowledge test. What is it? 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 5, 6, I believe are the next 2 digits. I guess identifying the sequence was a puzzle, but at that point it's more trivia than a puzzle. Yeah, if it's not 5, 6. Okay, so I need to actually look this up. So, give me 1 second while I go ahead and look up what the digits of pi are. Back in a bit. Alright, and that is 5, 3. That was close. Yeah, that's trivia, not a puzzle.
Another puzzle solved. This is interesting.
Okay, so that's 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So the next one would be 1, 0, 0. Binary. That one's better. That one's got a little bit of out-of-the-box thinking.
Well, that wasn't so hard.
Any others here? Nope. Alright.
You mentioned a note. Are you the one who slipped a note with a puzzle under my door?
Forgive the theatrics, Agent Heathers. I knew your reputation, but I had to be sure you had what it takes.
Your puzzle had a list of all the missing people in Scoggins for over a decade.
I've been keeping track. Somebody has to.
There's a name I didn't recognize. Halder Magnuson.
Halldór. He was my partner.
Business partner?
8 years ago, he went into the woods. Never came back.
And Will was second, so there's one disappearance 8 years ago, and then a bunch in the last couple months.
What does this mean? Isaac Davner does not exist.
Finally, you're asking the right questions.
Test pilot Ed Davis? But that's Isaac Davner.
Huh.
And look at the date of that article.
16 years ago. And that's just a few weeks before the date of the first missing persons case.
Exactly.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Okay.
How are the hidden people tied into all this?
Seriously, Agent Heathers? Maybe I misjudged you. Are you here to investigate a crime? Or to chase after forest gnomes, like those gullible fools in the Brotherhood cult?
None of this explains how Bjorn and his Brotherhood cult is involved.
Think clearly, Nelson. That lodge has been a part of the town for decades. The disappearances started only 16 years ago. There is only one explanation. Ed Davis, your Isaac Davner, is a serial murderer.
But the hidden people! I saw them take Isaac away.
Smokescreen. Davner disappeared just as you were getting too close. You're the only one who can find him and stop him.
Seems like a reach, but this at least gave us some information.
I don't know what to think. I need some gum.
This might...
Let me see your map.
This might explain a little bit about the astronaut thing. Sort of. I mean, he was a test pilot, not an astronaut.
I have marked approximately where in the woods Halldór disappeared. Once the FBI showed up, Ed Davis ran back into hiding.
But
You want to find Isaac Davner? Head back to the scene of his crimes.
all right, I'll do it. Someone has got to investigate.
Come back whenever you find something, Nelson. I'll be up. I can stay up all night.
Well then.
It's oddly flirty for someone who wants her missing husband's disappearance investigated. It's a little strange. Okay.
I've arrived at the point Kolka marked on my map. No signs yet of anyone here.
Okay, there's nothing besides the obvious footprint trail.
That's Edvard, one of the members of the Brotherhood cult. Got to find out what he's...
Good job, Nelson. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. This one looks like it works. Yes, okay. That was a lot of flipping around, so I might just cut everything but the end. In fact, I think I will do that because that's not really solving. That was literally just flopping things around and seeing what worked. Okay, so pause break. Alright, there was a lot of trial and error, a lot of seeing what options you're restricted to from which squares where. Not, I guess, sort of logic involved, but it was more in the vein of ruling out everything that couldn't have any possible options until you finally got to the one path that did. And this is the one path that does. And what? Oh, okay, it's just going to run a maze-solving algorithm to make sure that's... This will take a while. Okay, that, I guess not a while, but... I guess that's a good way to make sure that you haven't only had a single possible solution. That's fair. But what I would have done, from a game design perspective, is run the maze-solving algorithm behind the scenes, find the one possible path if there does exist a path, display that, and if you find no path, find the path that gets closest distance-wise.
Edvard gave me the slip. And now, I have no idea where I am. I'll have to find my way back to... I found... I can't believe it, but...
Hermes 2 seems an obvious reference to the
I
Mercury
found
program.
the body of an astronaut. I don't want to, but I've got to see.
Nelson, I didn't hear you come in.
I went to the spot you marked in the woods.
Did you find that Davis?
More than that. I saw one of Bjorn's cult members out there, probably covering up the scene of the crime.
Why now?
Bjorn must have seen us talking, or the sheriff. It's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy?
The hidden people! The forest is full of them! Staring, whispering.
You've been in Scoggins too long. You're chasing shadows.
I found the body of an astronaut.
An astronaut.
Like in my dreams, but real.
As real as the hidden people?
You don't believe me. The hidden people, the Brotherhood, the astronaut. It's all connected.
Maybe you have uncovered something. Where did you see this astronaut?
It was... I don't know. I got turned around, but I know I saw it.
If you did see something, there's nothing you can do tonight.
You're right. I'll check it out tomorrow. Good night.
She seems a little suspicious to me.
A night's rest is exactly what I needed to clear my head.
Notice, by the way, that there is gum shown in that
Even
series
in
scene,
daylight, I'd never be able to find that astronaut on my own.
but there's no way to access
But I
it.
can pay a visit to the lodge to find out what the Brotherhood was doing in the forest.
You must generate gum every time you load an environment, even if it's just for the purpose of a cutscene. It's interesting. New puzzles to see. There. Nothing new there.
So long, Mrs. Garrett.
You stay safe out there.
Make sure that there's something new in the room. Probably not, but just for completeness, sights and gum.
I've been looking through these files for weeks, but I still...
Yeah, it doesn't do anything new.
Next time I see that cross-country skier, I need to remember to ask him if he's seen anything. It's possible he's not a local, which means he might actually be helpful.
Hadn't thought about it. Oh. So, off to the lodge.
Looks like neither of these vehicles have been used in months. The Brotherhood of Scoggins, the town's most cherished institution.
No, isn't right. No, this isn't right.
Nelson Tethers, FBI Puzzle Research. I have some questions.
No, they are anchored.
Huh.
A photo of the Brotherhood in happier times. There's the late Mike Lobb, Isaac Davner, and Glory Davner. How many of these people are missing now?
You know, that doesn't really look like them just showing up to get help. Puzzle before talk.
The lodge members practically worship the hidden people.
Seems arbitrary. Oh, Zambonis. Clever. Alright, so... Oh, is it going to be first or last in this? Well, it'll have to be. Okay, this is a nice one. Alright, so this one has to come before this. Oh, but that's gotta be last because nothing's cleaning that up. This one here. This one. And this. Well, it's just the Zamboni just sitting here, though. Well, let's see. Empty. This one, no, because this. This is the first one I found of these. It's actually tricky. Okay, so empty. Person skates down while the Zamboni's just circling, I guess. Zamboni clears out this path while this guy goes across. Zamboni clears off that path while this one goes down. Zamboni clears them while this one goes down. This Zamboni clears that while this man goes down. Yeah, this seems to cover everything. That kind of puzzle is much more interesting when it's not just adding features, but it's both adding and removing features. I like that one a lot better. Not sure what that had to do with this, but whatever.
Enough's enough, Bjorn. I demand that you answer my questions.
Angry whispers. Brotherhood is broken. No. Can't lose morning.
He's not being evasive. He's gone insane.
Okay, one of these. Can't put any of these, just place mirrors. Alright, so this one also is blocking you to go down here, so that means one way or another light's gotta be bounced away down here, either directly from here. In fact, because the light's coming in there, it has to be like this. Otherwise, there'd be no way for the light to get in if you had there, because you'd bounce it anyway. Alright, so this down here, can't hit that, so it's gotta be reflected down here. And so here, so does this hit everything? It's in. There. It's all of the sanity, doesn't hit any of the synapses. And this time, do you need to use all mirrors? No. Okay. Huh, I used 6. What they didn't think of, I guess.
Thank you, Agent Tethers.
You're going to have to explain what's going on.
I will try.
You know, that makes me realize, both from the description of that puzzle and the way that the maze one works, that a lot of this game's engine, it's not hard-coded puzzles. It's literally calculating if the solution you proposed is actually a valid solution. That never occurred to me before, and that's really intriguing, and a feature that I haven't seen often in puzzle games. I think a couple of the Layton games that were path-solving did something like that, but this seems to do a lot more with it, and I really appreciate that. That's a nice thing to have in a puzzle game. Actually, something that verifies if an answer is valid, rather than just having an answer hard-coded in the event that there's a solution with a manipulation-based puzzle like that you hadn't thought of.
I know you're behind all of the missing person cases in Scoggins.
No, that's not true.
Then why did I see your man Edvard in the woods last night?
He was searching for Shoulder.
The other cult, member of the Brotherhood?
Yeah. He went to commune with the hidden people. Never returned. Now he is lost.
Why were you trying to keep me from finding Isaac Davner?
He was chosen. The hidden people whispered to him. He had to listen.
Where is he now?
He is lost, like the others. The hidden people are angered.
How do you talk to the hidden people?
I do not. They choose. I have never seen them.
Huh.
Well, If you're not behind the disappearances, who is?
I do not know. You must find them, Agent Tethers. Bring them home. All of them. Sheolder, Edvard, Isaac, Olav.
I'll do what I can. Who's Olaf?
Olaf Velhaven. The first man lost to the forest many years ago.
Where was he seen last?
In his cabin in Sesame Woods.
Bjorn insists the Brotherhood isn't behind the disappearances. For some reason, I believe him. I'm relieved they're not trying to kill me, but that only leaves me with one theory. Isaac Davner really is a serial murderer. Bjorn's pointed out the cabin of Olaf Velhaven on my map. Maybe I'll find some leads there.
Isaac theory doesn't really seem to hold up to me. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, he was taken in some manner by the people before Daryl disappeared. Alright, so we're gonna have another door thing. Doesn't seem to have any chains this time, at least.
Oh.
Okay, we'll look at bisections again. A little easier in this case because some of these don't actually bisect. They sort of do, kind of. Anyway, this one legitimately does bisect, so I mean it's gonna have to be, well, maybe something like that. But one end looks like it's going to have to be one of these 5. Because of that, it's either going to have to be this one going across like this, or one of these going over. One of these going over somewhere over here. That limits what we could do. Looks like it's similar enough to a bisection that we can assume that's going to have one of these. But, well, no. These. Anyway. This seems to hit everything right here. Yeah, okay, I'll try for this one because this does seem to hit every single one of the things. Okay. I guess that was just solution by inspection.
The lock on Olaf's cabin was a little tricky. Who or what was he trying to keep out?
I don't think I mentioned it before, but I like the very understated soundtrack in this game.
The cabin seems untouched. I must be the first person here in years. Apparently, Olaf Velhaven had an interest in astronomy. There's got to be something in his journals or equipment that gives a clue to his disappearance.
And it's things like the puzzle theme that are just normal themes, but places like this, it's much more atmospheric than outright musical, feels like.
Looks like Olav was a fan of Galileo. How could one man possibly need this many socks?
Puzzles here.
It's focused on the moon, just like Olav was.
Why would it still be pointing at the moon if he was the first person to disappear in Scoggins, which would have had to have been over 16 years ago? Okay, let's start puzzling.
This looks like some kind of mathematical formula? It's no good. There's just not enough information here to solve this one yet.
Yeah. Oh. What?
I wonder if Olav moved to the wilderness to better see the stars.
Suns are on the left, Earths are on the right, moons are where the circles overlap. I'm gonna put my knobs into that mistake, didn't I? I'm sure there's an algorithmic way of solving things that are akin to sliding puzzles like this. Straight up tile sliders, I've got something of one. I'm trying to apply something here too, which is basically try to get things in the right position in an orderly fashion. Now, there's not really a strict order here like there is in a tile slider. You can't just go top left, bottom right, across rows, or something like that. But I'm trying to see if I can convert things all to get these two closer together. Yep, okay. Make sure that I didn't mix up which was which. Yep. Pretty close to what I did.
Aha! But why would an astronomer come to Scoggins to do his research? Olav seems to have been particularly interested in lunar eclipses.
And this one seems simple enough. It's just mathematics. This one is meaning 5 and 5, 5 and 5, 5 and 5 and 10, 5, 5 and 10. Right there, so that's 20. I guess it might be because if you don't notice this only has one coming off, then you might be doing 15 instead.
Olaf Velhaven kept a record of the time and date of every penumbral eclipse for years. Why was he so interested in lunar eclipses? This is odd. Why would an astronomer be studying psychology?
What do you mean? Oh, okay, there's it. This is an interesting one. Alright, I can't find a good way around, so I'm going to burn a hint on this one. These things have never been my strong suit. I'm going to get my last hint. Oh. Didn't realize it would be so late, but I guess, yeah, there's not really a good middle ground between the two. Alright, so let's reset. Let's see where we are. And one to the right 2. That's right up before. So that is basically what I had already figured out. And there's just no hint beyond that. Okay. Nice. That was perfect. Oh. Okay. Stumbled upon it accidentally. Good for me. Oh well. That's not on the puzzle this time. That's on me. I am awful with those. Oh well. Oh, the sound effect for the last one.
That's it! But what does this have to do with his other research?
Huh. Okay.
And a cucumber sandwich. Also, I've reached a remarkable breakthrough. Direct link between the phases of the moon and the disorders of the human mind. But seriously about that sandwich. Yes, it's so simple. All of the moon's complex energies, electrical energy, in the brain of the lunatic, all interrelated. And all reduced to one beautifully elegant formula. Thank you, all of you. A song in celebration. La 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 la. Received the letter today. Imagine, the greatest finding in the history of astral psychology, and they claim my research has no scientific merit. But their loss. If NASA ignores my work, perhaps a private investor.
NASA? If Olav Velhaven's journal is to be believed, he made an incredible discovery. He's mathematically solved lunacy. What could be causing this headache? Never mind. I've got to get back to Korka's and tell her what I've discovered.
Anything else here?
Looks like Olav was a fan.
No. Okay. Let's click that side a bit.
Korka. I was right. This is big.
Nelson? Did you find something at the lodge?
It's much bigger than the cult. Bjorn led me to a cabin in the woods where a scientist was investigating something to do with space.
Really?
I think it's part of some government cover-up.
Ooh, a cover-up?
Hidden recordings. He'd found something out there.
Yes, yes.
But after he reported it, he disappeared. And they tried to take me off the case. This could go all the way to the top. The CIA, the NSA, the Trilateral Commission.
Oh my.
Now I've got proof. I was starting to think I was losing my mind, that no one believed me.
I believe you, Nelson. I think you're ready to see this.
Yeah, she's super suspicious.
Huh?
Good men like Halldór got too close. They started to find out too much. NSA and the Freemasons had to take them, shut them up. You can hear it if you know how to listen. CIA curiosity suppression rays. Sounds like whispers in the forest.
Oh.
But the astronaut.
Astronauts? Charlatans. Don't be so naive, Nelson. Everybody knows Kennedy faked the space race to distract the world from the real breakthrough. The Kitimat incident. The first viable Bigfoot human hybrid.
Well, I gotta go.
Not where I saw this going, but okay, that was good.
Not sure what to believe anymore. Could I be going as crazy as Korka? Maybe these hidden people really are just a product of my imagination. The only sane person I've spoken to is Dr. Verstecht at the campground. Maybe I should talk to him.
And we will do that next time. After I grab this gum, we will wrap up for now. Getting very deep into things now. Starting to come closer to something. And hopefully soon we'll get more answers than questions. Well, until then, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.